take my morning routine, for example. I wake up, I brush my teeth, wash my face, I use moisturizer, sunscreen, lotion. I use hair products. I also use deodorant, perfume. These are everyday items that people use on a day-to-day basis. American families assume that personal care products on the shelves of stores and at home have been tested by the federal government. However, personal care products industry remains largely unregulated. According to an Environmental Working Group consumer survey done in 2011, on average, respondents use 9 products daily. These contain 126 unique chemicals. Using reputable sources and data such as the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, the Environmental Working Group, EWG, and the Cosmetic Ingredient Review, CIR, today I would like to inform you about 3 common misconceptions about the regulations and safety of personal care products in the United States. I will cover why the government has little authority regarding the use of dangerous chemicals in beauty products, why not all chemicals can be discovered on ingredient labels, and finally, common ways people are exposed to harmful chemicals and/or ingredients in everyday beauty products. Before I talk about the regulations, it would be helpful to know what are toxics. Well, toxics are poisons, according to the book of Toxic Free by Deborah Dad. A poison is a substance that is in sufficient quantity can injure or kill a body. So why are these dangerous chemicals in beauty products that we use every day? The first misconception is that the government prohibits the use of all dangerous chemicals in personal care products, and that companies wouldn't risk using them in the first place. According to the FDA themselves, the Food and Drug Administration has no authority to require companies to test the cosmetics products for safety. With the exception of color additives and a few prohibited substances, cosmetics companies may use any ingredient in their products without government review or approval. In the absence of government authority, the safety of personal care product ingredients is evaluated through a voluntary industry program known as the Cosmetic Ingredient Review Process. According to the CIR, since 1976, this industry panel has rejected only 11 ingredients as unsafe in cosmetics. By contrast, according to the European Commission, the European Union has banned hundreds of chemicals in cosmetics. So, if the FDA doesn't regulate ingredients, how will you know what exactly is in your beauty products? The second misconception is that consumers can read ingredient labels and personal care products and on personal care products and avoid the products with hazardous chemicals. Federal law allows that companies to leave some chemical ingredients off of these product labels, including those considered to be trade secrets, components of fragrance, and nanomaterials. Fragrance may include any number of the industry's 3,100 stock chemicals, according to IFRA, none of which is regulated to be listed on labels. According to the EWG, tests of fragrance ingredients have found an average of 14 hidden compounds per formulation. So what about natural or organic products? The FDA tried to establish an official definition for the term natural, but this initiative was overturned in 1998. This means that there's no definition or standard for a company to use the term natural. It is purely the company's discretion on how they interpret that word. Whether we know it or not, people are exposed to these cosmetic ingredients in many ways. The third misconception is that cosmetics ingredients are applied to the skin and rarely get into the body, and if or when they do, the amounts are so small they don't matter. Exposure can happen from breathing in sprays or powders. This would be something like perfume. Do you remember the findings I talked about, where the average of 14 hidden compounds in fragrances has been found? These include ingredients linked to hormone disruption and sperm damage, according to the EWG. Another way people are exposed to cosmetics is by swallowing chemicals on the lips or the mouth or hands. This would be from the use of lip balm or lipstick, or even mouthwash. According to the book Toxic Free, the alcohol in mouthwash is denatured, which means that other chemicals have been added to make it undrinkable. Because drinkable alcohol is subject to federal exercise tax, if too much is taken, your child could go into shock or coma, possibly resulting in death. The last way exposure can happen is by absorption through the skin. A common product that is used is nail polish. The chemicals in nail polish are absorbed directly into the bloodstream. It has become increasingly known to watch out for the toxic trio, according to MD Audrey Kunin. Formaldehyde, DBB, and toluene are chemicals that have been linked to reproductive issues, birth defects, dizziness, headaches, and even cancer. These are just a few examples of the types of chemicals people are exposed to every day using personal care products. I hope that I was able to inform you and perhaps correct some common misconceptions about the personal care products we use on a daily basis. 3 things you should know now about the regulations and safety of beauty care products are that the government has little authority regarding the use of dangerous chemicals in beauty products, why not all chemicals can be discovered on ingredient labels, and finally, common ways people are exposed to harmful chemicals and or ingredients in beauty products. Okay, so beauty is not merely skin deep. In fact, the beauty products we use day to day go much deeper and can affect us more than that.